Good afternoon, I'm Petrop Wilton, I'm the editor of Communications Day. I'm speaking here at PTC'13 with Minoru Etoh. He's the MD of Research and Development for NTT DOCOMO in Japan. Thank you so much for joining us today, Minoru.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me this time.
We've been chatting a little bit about some of the threats facing mobile operators. And I guess the first thing we were chatting about was Wi-Fi. Now, Informa Telecoms and Media, I think, in their 2013 predictions, suggested that some mobile operators might start leaning away from Wi-Fi offload for fear of maybe damaging their own business models. What's your take on this?
Since our customers are paying kind of flat rate subscriptions up to 7 GB per month, then I think Wi-Fi offloading is good for us, not for our business.
Okay.
Reduction of our pricings.
Okay, so I guess in that case, Wi-Fi offload can actually help operators like NTT DOCOMO deal with the increasingly large demands on mobile data. But what other strategies are you guys using to try and kind of cope with some of that demand?
Good questions. Yeah, we just started Wi-Fi offloading, so behind from Korea or US and Europe. Sure. Since our customers are using long commuting time from home to their offices, then they are always required to connect it to cellular networks, not Wi-Fi.
Sure.
Then, yeah, less than 5 years, we are spending time for providing good cellular connections, not attending so much focus on Wi-Fi. That's our histories. But after the emergence of smartphones, so we just started Wi-Fi offloading at the downtown.
What's the quality of public Wi-Fi like in Japan currently?
So far, disaster. Yeah, someone said Wi-Fi efficiency is about lower than 50% due to the interference of Wi-Fi channels and contamination of some spectrums. So Wi-Fi offloading is that so far doesn't work so well downtown Tokyo or Osaka or Nagoya in the urban areas.
Ouch.
So far.
Okay, so in that case, what about, for example, the use of small cells, micro base stations to help deal with some of the load? So,
yeah, that's good questions. Thus, we are now focusing on new cellular systems in addition to LTEs. So, in 3-year or 4-year time horizons, we plan to introduce LTE Advanced that has macro cell and a very small cell overlay network.
Okay, yep. All right. Now, is that going to be enough? I guess you've got the additional spectral efficiency of LTE-A, and of course you've got more base stations if you're using microcells. Do you think that combination will be enough to keep up with what is a very strong rise in demand for mobile data?
Only God knows. Only God knows. But at least I can say this time that is more than better than Wi-Fi offloading.
Okay.
So fully controlled by operators by adding very small cells on the top of macro cell. That is, I guess, technology-wise, it's much better than Wi-Fi solutions so far.
Okay. And one other thing I've heard about recently is maybe using commercial strategies to help manage some of that demand. For example, charging a premium for a higher quality of service, or maybe a slight bump for LTE, a slight bump for LTE-A. Is DOCOMO exploring these avenues? So
last year we introduced usage-based subscription models.
Okay.
Before that, we were just offering flat rate services. Sure. But last year we introduced 7 GB limitations. Then if you exceed 7 GB per month, then you have to pay more. That's has been very helpful to decrease our huge packet consumptions of our customers.
Yeah, and I think it's being explored in now most countries in the world. Okay, let's look at another challenge that is often kind of kicked around as being one that's facing both mobile and fixed operators, the threat from over-the-top or OTT services, for example IPTV or even over-the-top voice. What's your take on that?
Oh, okay, I see. Have you ever heard a line lines of over-the-top voice-over services that was originated in Japan, and they have more than 100 billion subscribers.
Wow.
More than 100 billion subscribers. So that business is very successful, and then it's not inevitable to compete against those over-the-top businesses. Then, yeah, we have to collaborate with them. No way to compete against good over-the-top businesses.
Sure, so that makes sense. So there's an element, if you can't beat them, join them. Do you think that established carriers have any inherent advantages, though, in competing where they need to against the OTT players?
Yeah, good questions. One huge difference from over-the-top players, which we have, is that we have tens of thousands of real shops, our representative shops that has a physical or real direct contact to our customers. Then by using that contacts, we can sell our own products. That is more friendly to our customers, say some e-commerce or insurance or content delivery systems. That's our strategies.
Sure. And I guess finally, Japan has long been recognized as a leader in communications tech on many fronts. Can you give us any clues about what we should look out for from NTT DOCOMO in the year ahead? Any kind of particular innovations that you're working on? Any hints you can give us?
Okay, two aspects. One is advancement of Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, cellular connections.
Sure.
Yeah, we plan to introduce LTE Advanced in 3-year or 4-year time horizons. That definitely brings us a huge advantage in terms of wireless broadband connections.
Yeah.
That is one aspect. The second aspect is in Japan, ARPU, regarding ARPUs, data ARPU is more than 60%. So we are looking for more smart ARPU in addition to data ARPU.
Sure.
Smart ARPU means ARPU from a service or some value-added stuff.
Yeah.
So two aspects we have.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Etoh-san, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.